work on some close guard stuff today, but overhook close guard. So I'm gonna face this way. So guard's locked, I'm above his hips, right? None of this locking around his butt. That's not gonna work. I can't hold my legs there. Above his hips. Get my low back off the mat and extend my legs so you can feel it, all right? The reason for that is if I'm lazy here, he's always pushing on my legs and I'm having a hard time breaking his posture, okay? When I'm up like this, even with the collar grip, here and here, if he tries to maintain his posture, right, I'm gonna be able to pull and bring my knees and my hips to pull him to the mat, right? I can pull. If he's pushing in here, I come up, pull him in. I'm trying to get him to put his hand on the mat so that I can overhook one arm, okay? So whether it's collar grip and a sleeve grip, I'm gonna pull my knees to my chest and open the arm. Here, wrap over above his elbow, feed the far collar to my hand, okay? I'm gonna do this on both sides. Close the elbow so he cannot get that arm out, okay? Now I've got his posture broke, okay? I need to get on my right side now since I'm controlling, in this case, his right arm. All right, I need to make an angle. Extend my legs, switch my hips, lock my legs again. So now I have this like side clamp position, all right? From here, I'm gonna take my left foot, put it on his hip, pinch against his ribs, right? My right foot's gonna come up inside, almost like a shield, and pinch. So I have like a clamp position here. I can start the ball rolling by working on choke. So we're gonna do that for just a few minutes tonight, just so that you have the idea. And it's gonna start allowing me to get some things from him. So number one, I can take my right hand, grab at the material next to his neck, okay? He's not gonna turn away. If he does, we have a couple different options. If he's pushing into me, I'm gonna take this grip and drop it underneath his neck and get my choke, okay? If he starts to turn his head away, if I go for this, he's turning, take my hand, feed it into his collar, right on his carotid artery with my fist. Here, I'm not pinching him, okay. Pinch, and I'm gonna push with that right arm, okay? Comes out really fast. Okay, so here, pull, wrap, control, shift my hips, lock my closed guard. I'm putting pressure on his elbow, okay? Control his bicep. My right foot goes to his hip, left foot, pinch, okay? Right here, I can grab the material right at the top of his shoulder, 4 fingers. Drop my elbow towards his chest. Once I get to his chest, I'm gonna turn it across to go under his neck. So right here, in tight, go for my choke, all right? If he addresses this, he tries to turn away, that opens this grip right here. Knuckles in his neck. I'm still pulling tight here, so it's getting the artery on the other side. All right, so again, try not to pinch him here. Knuckles on his neck, I pinch, pressure, and I'm gonna extend that left arm. Comes on real quick, all right? This will get the ball rolling, give us the opportunities to do some different things, okay? Any questions on that? So break their posture. 2 different ways I want you to try to do it. Either grabbing the collar and the sleeve, pulling with my hips, okay? So I should be extending my legs. My low back needs to be off the mat. So here. That way I have something to pull with, okay? And then I can wrap it on, okay? Or he could be framing into me, not let me sit up. Come up underneath, pull, wrap, okay? Feed it with the other hand. Once we're here, we make our angle. Pinch, start to work. Okay, we'll start with that, and then we'll do one other attack off that tonight. Everybody good? I'm gonna walk you guys through it. This is basic, but there are some steps there. We have to make the angles. If we're just on our low back, it kind of gets tough. Can't really make the angles to get the entrance, okay? Any questions? All right, get your partners. 1, 2, 3. So the reason I was starting with that is it's not always going to be high percentage on every person. You may not be able to get it because people are going to be hip to it and they're going to guard it. Okay, but what it is going to do is get the ball rolling so that you can open up other techniques. So we're going to go to a triangle from there tonight. Let's see. So whether it's this, I go over and feed it deep. Okay, shift my hips, foot on his hip. Here, I'm pinching. Okay, so now I'm already in position to attack an omoplata and or triangle. Okay, so now instead of me, I could be working these, right? He's trying to push back in, hide his head, it's okay. Left hand, catch his tricep. Okay, I'm pulling it against my shin. All right, as I adjust and make space, I'm gonna get a little bit more on my left side. I'm gonna slide my hand as I'm pulling it against my shin. Right now, he tries to pull his arm out. Very difficult. I got a wedge against his bicep. I'm gonna slide as I hip escape just a little bit. I'm going to slide my hand to his wrist. Here. Put my foot on his bicep. So I made a little hip escape, foot on his bicep. Okay? He's already done for here because he can't get up. Okay? So I'm going to jump the leg over his shoulder, cross, and now he's in a triangle. Okay? I have this grip with my right hand still. I have to let this go because I can't move now. Okay? So I'm holding here, I'm pinching. I'm going to let this out. Okay, I can grab my shin, right foot goes to his hip, cut my angle, finish the triangle. Okay. So break him down. I wrap, I control, shift my hips, pinch. Okay, pull the arm against my shin. Go to his wrist. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of a hip escape. Here, foot on his bicep. As I square up, I'm still pulling on that collar. I'm going to use my right foot, drop over the top, cross my ankles, pinch, take my hand out. Now I have his posture broke. I'm going to grab my shin, right foot to the hip. My arm is going to go to the other side as I make my angle under his arm. Lock my legs. Turn my knee, okay? So my leg shins are pointing the same way, okay? And squeeze, okay? Any questions on that? There's a lot of opportunity there, and they cannot posture out of it because I have that arm, okay? They're almost dead in the water. If I beat that knee past his bicep, he's in trouble, okay? Triangle omoplata is there all day if I have that position, okay? So here, pull, I wrap, control, shift my hips, foot on his hip, foot on his hip, pinch, right hand grab the shin, or sorry, back tricep, okay, slide to his wrist, here, hip escape, foot on the hip, here, cross, pinch. Grab shin, foot on his hip. Now I'm going to cut my angle. Here, lock, squeeze. Okay. Do one more from one other angle so you see both sides. Just similar. Here, wrap, control. Go to his bicep right away. Foot on his hip, make my angle. Okay. From here, I slide to the wrist. Now, a little bit of a hip escape. Foot on his bicep. From here, I start to square up. Drop right over the top. Cross my ankles, pinch. Grab my shin. Now my right foot goes back to his hip, so I need to take my head to this side to make my angle. Foot under his arm, lock my legs, squeeze. Make sense? Any questions on that? It's a really good position. There's a lot of stuff to attack from. I almost start with the attacks before I go to the sweeps here. because as they defend, I can open up the sweep at the end if I can't get the attacks. Everybody understand? All right. Get some partners. 1, 2, 3.